Hello, everybody, and welcome. It has been a while. I am back from my worldwide travels and ready to get back into the action. Thank you for all being so patient. Let's take a look at the market since I've left, see where we are today, and let's look to make a trade. Well, before I kind of headed out, you can see the market was pretty much kind of stagnant, just going in this range up and down. And then the last couple of weeks, it's actually taken a bit of a dive, which for me is good because what does that mean to us? It means volatility has spiked, and we love to trade high volatility. So this is great news for us. So this is the S&P 500. What I want you to notice here is the IV rank here is 25%, right there. Let's look at all the indices. NASDAQ looks fairly similar, not as big a dive, and therefore the IV has not bounced as high as it did for the S&P 500. And if we go to the Russell, this one has taken quite a bit of a dive, but it was fairly volatile to begin with. So really the volatility hasn't done much even in this kind of last few weeks when it's taken a bit of a dive. So this is only at 17. So if we're looking to make a trade in an index, which is a good time to do it, when volatility spikes in the market, I like to go into index products because they are not as volatile, generally speaking, as an individual stock, which can have huge moves in a really volatile market. Indices still get volatile, but because they're a lump sum of stocks, because the SPY is 500 stocks, the NASDAQ's like 800 stocks, the Russell's like 2,000 stocks, they move, but not as much, so they like to stay in a range, which is the assumption I like to make. So we go to the highest volatility index. We're going to assume it's going to stay in a range. So we'll go over to the trade page. We will go as close to 45 days as possible, which is perfect. Tomorrow when the market opens, this will be 46. I've saved us the trouble of trying to set up these strikes and just make it simple. We're at 427.50. So we're going roughly $22 up on the call side, roughly $22 down on the put side. Then we're buying the put and call $2 away, creating a $2 wide Iron Condor. And as long as we collect 66 cents or more for this trade, that will be a good trade. So tomorrow, if nothing changes and the market opens up right here, we're going to go roughly 21 to $22 up and down, create a $2 wide Iron Condor. If we don't collect enough, we'll start moving sides in. So if we think it's going to go up more than down, we'll move the put side closer, meaning we'll go like 407 to 405. If we believe the market's going to keep tanking, then we'll move the call side closer, which means we'd go like 449 and 440 and 451, that kind of thing. That's what I mean by moving it closer, depending on your assumption. But this is our trade for tomorrow in S&P 500. That is why we're doing it. And that is the trade for tomorrow. Good to be back. Hello everybody, just a quick break in action here to make you all aware of the courses I have available on Udemy, which are these 5, but more importantly to let you know that these 3 right here are a 3-part series. So if you're anywhere in the mix here, now you know that Understand Options Completely is part 1, Basic Option Strategies is part 2, and Make and Manage is part 3. So you can start or continue at any level you like. The bottom 2 here can be taken at any time. They are just independent courses. If they interest you, please go ahead and take them. So you've got some knowledge now, and we know knowledge is power. But really, knowledge is only power if you use it. Otherwise, it's useless. So how do you take all this option trading knowledge and turn it into actual income? And the only way to do that is by actually trading options. As someone that's gone through the process, I know that making real trades is scary for many reasons, not the least of which is, where do I even start? I mean, there's so many roadblocks to making trades. What stock should I trade? What direction should I choose? Which options am I buying or selling? The list seems endless, which is exactly why I created my option income alert system. So don't you think you'd be a little bit more comfortable and confident if I was right there by your side making trades with you? Where now I will be there with my real-time alerts. You'll trade side by side with me in real time as I tell you what trade to make, why we're making the trade, and more importantly, how to make the trade correctly. But making the trade is only half the battle. When to close the trade is just as important, so you'll get those closing alerts as well. Listen, you've got the knowledge now, so let's put it to use. So how do we turn your knowledge into actual income with as little risk as possible? Well, the way we do that is by offering up the option alert for only $1 for the first month. Now, the option alert itself is going to send out 2 to 3 trades in real time as I make them via text or email directly to you. And as I close these trades, you'll also get those closing alerts in real time as well. Now, if you want an even better opportunity, the Option Pro, which is the exact same alert service as the Option Income, offers up all the content I've ever made, courses, webinars, etc. Over $2,000 worth of options courses for only $19 for the first month. So the way we're going to sign up for either of these is by going to sharpertrades.com, clicking on the products section. Both of these alerts will show up. Depending on which one you prefer, you'll type in these coupon codes and you'll either get the option alert for $1 for the first month or the Option Pro for only $19 for the first month. Look forward to seeing you all over there soon. Take care.